Have you ever felt drained after spending time with certain people? Or maybe you've noticed how some environments just don't feel right. Why do we sometimes feel weighed down by negative energy that seems to cling to us? These questions are more than just thoughts. They point to a crucial aspect of our daily lives, the energy we surround ourselves with. What if I told you that removing bad energy could transform your life and bring you peace? Imagine walking into your home and feeling an overwhelming sense of calm, or spending time with friends who uplift and inspire you. That's the power of cultivating a positive environment and energy. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we explore the teachings of Buddhism to help you live a more fulfilling life. In this video, we will uncover how to recognize and remove bad energy from your life. By understanding these concepts, you will gain valuable insights and transformative advice that can lead to a brighter and more peaceful existence. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more content that can guide you on your journey towards positivity and mindfulness. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Bad energy can come from various sources: toxic relationships, stressful environments, or even our own negative thoughts. Recognizing these sources is the first step in reclaiming your peace. The teachings of Buddhism offer profound insights into how we can let go of negativity and foster a more positive mindset. Stay with us as we explore these ideas in depth, recognizing negative influences around you. In our journey to remove bad energy from our lives, the first step is to recognize the negative influences around us. Much like a gardener who needs to identify weeds before they can grow healthy plants, we must understand what is impacting our energy. Negative influences can come from various sources: people, environments, or even our thoughts. When we spend time with individuals who are consistently negative or critical, it can drain our energy. Have you noticed how you feel after interacting with certain friends or family members? Do you feel uplifted or weighed down? This emotional shift is essential to recognize. Consider this: a simple gathering can feel light and joyous, but if someone in the group is constantly complaining or bringing up distressing topics, the atmosphere can change in an instant. Just like water can become polluted, so too can our emotional environment. By paying attention to how we feel in different situations, we can begin to identify the negative influences that impact our lives. Let's also think about our physical surroundings. The spaces we inhabit, our homes, workplaces, and even the streets we walk, play a significant role in shaping our emotional state. If our surroundings are cluttered, dark, or filled with chaotic energy, it can affect our mood and mindset. Imagine entering a room filled with clutter. You may feel overwhelmed and unable to think clearly. In contrast, a clean, organized space can create a sense of calm and clarity. To help you recognize negative influences, I encourage you to take a moment for self-reflection. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and think about the people you interact with regularly. Which relationships uplift you, and which ones bring you down? Make a mental note of these observations. You might even consider keeping a journal to track your feelings after various interactions. Writing things down can often bring clarity. Now, let's talk about our thoughts. Buddhism teaches us about the power of the mind. The thoughts we entertain can either nourish us or drain our energy. Negative thoughts, such as self-doubt or fear, can create a heavy burden. Have you ever experienced a moment where a single negative thought spiraled into a cascade of worry? Learning to recognize these thoughts as they arise is crucial for releasing bad energy. A helpful practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment. When a negative thought arises, instead of fighting it, we acknowledge it and let it pass. Picture standing by a river, watching leaves float downstream. Each leaf represents a thought. Rather than grabbing onto every leaf, allow them to drift away. This practice of observing without attachment helps us break free from negative thought patterns. In addition, consider the impact of media on our lives. The content we consume, news, social media, and entertainment can significantly influence our energy. Engaging with constant negativity can seep into our mindset. Ask yourself, how do you feel after scrolling through your social media feed? If it leaves you feeling anxious or upset, it may be time to take a break or curate your feed more mindfully. Let's also discuss environments outside our homes. Think about the places you frequent, your workplace, local coffee shop, or gym. Are they filled with positive energy? If your workplace is a place of constant stress and negativity, it can affect your overall well-being. While we may not always have control over our environments, we can choose how we respond to them. Bringing your awareness to these spaces can help you make small adjustments that foster positivity. Now that we've identified various negative influences, it's time to take action. Consider setting boundaries with people who drain your energy. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out completely, but being mindful of how much time you spend with them can help. You can also communicate openly with them, expressing your need for more uplifting interactions. As we go through life, let's remember that recognizing negative influences is a powerful step towards reclaiming our energy. Each observation we make is a tool we can use to create a more positive environment. With practice, we can learn to surround ourselves with uplifting people, harmonious spaces, and nurturing thoughts. This journey of awareness and intentionality paves the way for a more joyful existence. In the next part, we will explore the power of mindfulness in purging negative energy and how this practice can help transform your life. The Buddhist perspective on mental clarity, embracing the middle way. In our fast-paced world, it can feel overwhelming with so many distractions and constant noise around us. We often struggle to find mental clarity, and that chaos can lead to stress, confusion, and even unhappiness. But what if I told you that mental clarity is not something to be chased, but something to be cultivated? The teachings of Buddhism provide us with a clear path toward achieving this clarity through the concept of the middle way. The middle way is all about balance. It teaches us to avoid extremes and find a harmonious path between indulgence and denial. For instance, think of a tightrope walker. They must carefully balance their weight to avoid falling. Similarly, we need to balance our thoughts and emotions to achieve mental clarity. When we sway too far to one side, either indulging in distractions or completely denying our needs, we lose our focus and peace of mind. To begin this journey toward mental clarity, we first need to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness means being fully present in the moment without judgment. It involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without getting caught up in them. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of how our minds operate. This awareness is the first step in regaining control over our mental state. One simple practice to cultivate mindfulness is to focus on your breath. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, then slowly exhale. Notice how your body feels as you breathe in and out. This simple act can ground you and bring your focus back to the present. When your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, gently guide it back to your breath. With practice, you'll find that you can maintain this focus for longer periods. Next, let's talk about letting go of attachment. In Buddhism, attachment is seen as a major source of suffering. When we cling to our desires, fears, or even people, we create chaos in our minds. For instance, think about the way we often hold on to negative experiences. We replay them in our minds, letting them take over our thoughts and emotions. This habit clouds our mental clarity and keeps us from experiencing peace. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or dismissing your feelings. Instead, it means acknowledging them without letting them define you. When a negative thought arises, recognize it as just that, a thought. It's not your entire reality. Imagine each thought as a cloud in the sky. Some may be dark and stormy, while others are light and fluffy. Instead of trying to chase away the storm clouds, simply let them drift by. Over time, you'll notice that they don't have to impact your peace of mind. Now, let's explore the importance of simplicity. In our quest for mental clarity, simplifying our lives can make a significant difference. This can mean decluttering your physical space, reducing your commitments, or even simplifying your daily routines. When our lives are filled with excess, it becomes challenging to find clarity. Consider your living space. A cluttered room can lead to a cluttered mind. Take some time to organize your surroundings. Keep only the items that bring you joy or serve a purpose. You'll find that a clean environment can lead to a clearer mind. Additionally, we should simplify our schedules. It's easy to overcommit, thinking that doing more will make us happier. However, each additional task adds to our mental load. Learn to say no to things that don't serve your well-being. Prioritize activities that nourish your soul and promote peace. Lastly, let's talk about the role of meditation in achieving mental clarity. Meditation is a powerful tool for quieting the mind and reconnecting with our inner selves. Just like training a muscle, the more you practice meditation, the stronger your mental clarity will become. Start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Allow thoughts to come and go without judgment. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. Gradually increase the time you spend meditating as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Remember, achieving mental clarity is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and consistent practice. By embracing the middle way, practicing mindfulness, letting go of attachments, simplifying your life, and incorporating meditation, you will cultivate a clear and peaceful mind. In conclusion, mental clarity is within reach for everyone. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you'll find a sense of balance and tranquility that can transform your experience. Let this journey guide you toward a life filled with peace, joy, and clarity. Embrace the middle way and allow yourself to flourish in the beauty of simplicity and mindfulness. Buddhist teachings on emotional detachment. In life, we often hold on to feelings that weigh us down. These feelings can come from past experiences, relationships, or even daily disappointments. But in Buddhism, there is a powerful teaching about emotional detachment that can help us find freedom and peace. Let's explore this concept together. Emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. Instead, it's about understanding and managing our emotions without letting them control us. Imagine a leaf floating on a river. It drifts along with the current, moving gracefully without resistance. This is how we can learn to let our emotions flow without getting stuck in them. One of the key principles in Buddhism is the idea of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary, including our feelings. When we experience joy, sadness, anger, or fear, we must remember that these emotions will pass. Like clouds in the sky, they come and go. By acknowledging that emotions are fleeting, we can prevent ourselves from becoming overwhelmed by them. When we cling to our emotions, we create suffering. For instance, if someone hurts us, we may hold on to the pain for a long time, allowing it to fester. This attachment keeps us stuck in a negative cycle. However, when we practice emotional detachment, we learn to observe our feelings without judgment. We can say to ourselves, "I feel sad right now, but that's okay. This feeling will pass." In Buddhism, meditation is a valuable tool for cultivating emotional detachment. Through meditation, we learn to sit with our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. We observe our emotions as if we are watching a movie. This practice helps us develop a sense of distance from our feelings, allowing us to respond to them with wisdom rather than reacting impulsively. Another important aspect of emotional detachment is the practice of loving kindness, or metta. This practice encourages us to extend compassion to ourselves and others. When we hold on to negative feelings, it's often because we are being hard on ourselves. By practicing loving kindness, we learn to forgive ourselves and others, creating space for healing and growth. Let's consider a simple example. Imagine you have a friend who frequently disappoints you. Instead of clinging to feelings of anger or resentment, you can approach the situation with understanding. Perhaps your friend is dealing with their own struggles, which affect their behavior. By letting go of your attachment to the negative feelings, you can respond with compassion. This doesn't mean you have to accept poor treatment, but it allows you to approach the situation with a clearer mind and a lighter heart. As we learn to detach from our emotions, we also gain clarity about our true selves. Often, we identify too strongly with our feelings, thinking, "I am sad," or "I am angry." But in reality, these feelings are just a part of our experience. We are much more than our emotions. By practicing emotional detachment, we can uncover a deeper sense of self that is not defined by temporary feelings. One powerful Buddhist teaching is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness invites us to be fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of how our emotions affect our thoughts and actions. This awareness gives us the power to choose how to respond, rather than reacting out of habit. For instance, if you feel anger rising in a situation, Mindfulness allows you to pause and take a breath. Instead of snapping at someone, you can choose to respond calmly. This space between stimulus and response is where emotional detachment comes into play. You don't let the emotion dictate your actions. Instead, you observe it and decide how to proceed. Emotional detachment also helps us in our relationships. When we hold on to grudges or past hurts, we carry a heavy burden. But when we practice detachment, we can approach our relationships with openness and understanding. This doesn't mean we tolerate negative behavior, but we can communicate our feelings without being reactive. Healthy communication is built on understanding and compassion, not on clinging to past grievances. In summary, Buddhist teachings on emotional detachment offer profound wisdom for navigating life's challenges. By recognizing the impermanence of our feelings, practicing mindfulness, and extending loving kindness, we can cultivate a sense of peace and freedom. Remember, it's not about suppressing emotions. It's about learning to flow with them like water, allowing them to come and go without becoming attached. As you move forward, consider how you can apply these teachings in your daily life. Start by observing your emotions without judgment, practicing mindfulness, and approaching situations with compassion. Over time, you'll find that emotional detachment can lead to a more peaceful and joyful existence. The path to emotional freedom is a journey worth taking, and each step you take brings you closer to a life filled with understanding and tranquility. How to cultivate positive energy in your daily life. In the journey of life, we often encounter waves of negative energy that can weigh us down. But what if we could learn to cultivate positive energy instead? The practice of nurturing positivity is like tending to a garden. It requires care, attention, and the right conditions for growth. Let's explore simple yet effective ways to cultivate positive energy in your daily life. Start with gratitude. One of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is gratitude. When we express gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This simple act can transform our perspective. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you appreciate. It could be as simple as a warm cup of tea, a friendly smile, or the beauty of nature. Keeping a gratitude journal can also help. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your mindset and an increase in positive energy. Mindfulness and presence. Being present is key to cultivating positive energy. Mindfulness teaches us to focus on the here and now rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets from the past. Start small. Dedicate a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness. You can do this by sitting quietly, observing your breath, or paying attention to the sensations around you. When your mind drifts, gently bring your focus back to the present moment. This practice not only calms the mind, but also opens us up to the beauty and joy that life has to offer. Surround yourself with positivity. The company we keep has a profound effect on our energy. Seek out relationships with people who uplift you. Engage with those who inspire you, support your dreams, and encourage your growth. Negative influences can drain your energy, while positive interactions can recharge it. If you find it challenging to distance yourself from negative people, try to limit your exposure to them. You don't have to cut ties completely, but setting boundaries can help protect your energy. Practice kindness and compassion. Acts of kindness not only benefit others, but also enrich your own life. When you engage in kind acts, whether big or small, you generate positive energy within yourself. Smile at a stranger, help a friend, or volunteer in your community. These actions create a ripple effect. They can uplift others and inspire a cycle of positivity. Buddhism teaches us the importance of compassion, and practicing it can help us feel more connected to others and ourselves. Create a positive environment. Your environment plays a significant role in how you feel. Make small changes to your surroundings that foster a sense of peace and positivity. Declutter your space, bring in plants, or add elements that bring you joy, such as artwork or photographs of loved ones. A clean, organized space can create clarity in your mind, making room for positive thoughts to flourish. Incorporate daily affirmations. Daily affirmations are powerful tools for reshaping our thoughts and beliefs. Start each day with a positive affirmation that resonates with you. It could be something simple like, "I am worthy of happiness," or "I attract positivity into my life." Repeat these affirmations throughout the day, especially during moments of doubt or negativity. Over time, they can help shift your mindset and create a more positive outlook. Engage in physical activity. Physical activity is a natural energy booster. Whether it's yoga, walking, dancing, or any form of exercise, moving your body releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters. Find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Not only will this enhance your physical well-being, but it will also help clear your mind and boost your mood. Meditation and reflection. Meditation is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice that can help cultivate positive energy. Spend time each day meditating, even if it's just for a few minutes. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Allow thoughts to come and go without judgment. Meditation fosters inner peace and clarity, helping you connect with your true self. Nurture your passions. Engaging in activities that bring you joy is essential for cultivating positive energy. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, or any hobby that sparks your interest, make time for these activities. They not only provide a creative outlet, but also help recharge your spirit and keep negativity at bay. Pursuing your passions allows you to connect with what truly makes you happy. Limit negative media consumption. In our digital age, we are constantly bombarded with information. Be mindful of what you consume, whether it's news, social media, or entertainment. Too much negativity can seep into your thoughts and affect your mood. Consider taking breaks from media or curating your feeds to include more positive and uplifting content. Surrounding yourself with positivity online can enhance your overall well-being. Find balance. Strive for balance in your life. It's easy to get caught up in work, responsibilities, or even leisure activities to the point of feeling overwhelmed. Schedule regular breaks, prioritize self-care, and make time for relaxation. Balance allows us to recharge, leading to a more positive and energized state of being. Be open to change. Cultivating positive energy also means being open to change. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and how we respond to these changes can affect our energy. Instead of resisting change, embrace it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Adopting a flexible mindset can help you navigate challenges with grace, leading to a more positive experience. Connect with nature. Nature has a remarkable ability to uplift our spirits and rejuvenate our energy. Spend time outdoors, whether it's taking a walk in the park, hiking in the mountains, or simply sitting in your garden. Observe the beauty around you, the colors, the sounds, the smells. Nature reminds us of life's simple joys and can help clear our minds of negativity. Let go of the past. Holding on to past grievances or mistakes can drain our energy. Practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Letting go opens up space for new, positive experiences and allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. Seek guidance and support. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek support when needed. Whether it's talking to friends, family, or a therapist, expressing your feelings can provide relief and clarity. Guidance can help you navigate your thoughts and emotions, leading to a more positive state of being. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can cultivate a vibrant atmosphere filled with positive energy. Remember, it's a journey. Take small steps, be patient with yourself, and watch as positivity blossoms in your life. Transforming anger and resentment into compassion. Anger and resentment can feel like heavy weights on our hearts. They cloud our minds and prevent us from seeing the beauty around us. But what if I told you that these feelings could be transformed into something powerful and beautiful, compassion? Understanding this transformation is key to finding peace and happiness in our lives. Recognizing anger and resentment. First, let's take a moment to recognize these feelings. Anger often arises when we feel hurt or threatened. It can come from situations where we believe we have been wronged. Resentment, on the other hand, tends to linger longer. It's that gnawing feeling we carry with us when someone has let us down or hurt us repeatedly. Both emotions are natural, but holding on to them only harms us. Imagine you're walking down a path and stumble upon a thorn. You can either ignore it and keep walking, or you can take a moment to stop, acknowledge the thorn, and carefully remove it. Similarly, with anger and resentment, Acknowledging these feelings allows us to understand their roots and find a way to heal. The Buddhist perspective. In Buddhism, we learn that all feelings, including anger and resentment, are temporary. They arise, change, and eventually fade. When we cling to them, however, we give them power over us. This is why the Buddha taught about the importance of letting go. By releasing our grip on negative emotions, we open ourselves to compassion. Compassion is not just a warm feeling, it's a powerful tool. It helps us understand the suffering of others, including those who may have hurt us. When we see their pain, we can begin to forgive, not for their sake, but for our own peace. Practicing mindfulness. One effective way to transform anger into compassion is through mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you feel anger bubbling up, take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you can and focus on your breath. Notice how the anger feels in your body. Is it tightness in your chest or a knot in your stomach? Recognizing these physical sensations helps you distance yourself from the emotion. As you breathe, remind yourself that anger is a temporary state. Imagine it like a passing cloud. Clouds come and go, but the sky remains. Similarly, while your anger might feel overwhelming, it will eventually pass. With practice, you'll find that each time you experience anger, it becomes easier to let go. Empathy as a bridge. Empathy is another important aspect of this transformation. When someone hurts us, it's easy to view them as the enemy. But remember, everyone has their struggles and pain. Consider the person who angered you. What might they be going through? How might their actions be a reflection of their own suffering? This perspective can shift your focus from resentment to understanding. When we empathize with others, our hearts soften. Instead of being filled with anger, we start to feel compassion. Forgiveness, a gift to yourself. Forgiveness is essential in this process. It doesn't mean excusing the actions that hurt you. Rather, it means releasing yourself from the burden of carrying that anger. When you forgive, you are not condoning the behavior but freeing yourself from its hold. You might think, but how can I forgive someone who has hurt me so deeply? Start small. It can be as simple as saying to yourself, I choose to let go of this anger for my own peace. Write a letter to the person expressing your feelings, even if you don't send it. This can be a powerful way to process your emotions. Embracing compassion in daily life. Once you've started transforming anger into compassion, it's important to carry this practice into your daily life. Challenge yourself to show compassion in small ways. If someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of feeling angry, imagine they might be rushing to an important appointment. In your interactions with friends and family, practice empathy. When someone shares their struggles, listen without judgment. Offer your support and understanding. This not only helps them, but strengthens your ability to feel compassion. The ripple effect. When we cultivate compassion, it doesn't just change our lives. It creates a ripple effect. As we become more compassionate, those around us are inspired to do the same. Imagine a community where everyone practices understanding and empathy. Conflicts decrease, relationships improve, and happiness flourishes. You may not see immediate changes, but know that each small act of compassion contributes to a larger movement toward positivity. Self-compassion, the foundation. Don't forget about self-compassion. Often, we are our own harshest critics. When we feel anger towards ourselves, it can be difficult to extend compassion to others. Practice being gentle with yourself. Acknowledge your imperfections and treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Self-compassion is crucial for emotional well-being. When you learn to forgive and understand yourself, it becomes easier to do the same for others. Conclusion. The path to transformation. Transforming anger and resentment into compassion is a journey. It requires patience and practice, but the rewards are profound. You'll find that your heart feels lighter, your mind clearer, and your relationships deeper. As you navigate through life, remember, anger is a natural emotion, but it doesn't have to define you. By embracing compassion, you reclaim your power and create a life filled with understanding and love. This is the true essence of Buddhist teachings, finding peace within ourselves and spreading that peace to the world around us. The role of meditation in clearing negative vibes. In our busy lives, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the negativity that surrounds us. Stress, worries, and unwanted thoughts can create a heavy weight on our minds. But there's a powerful tool we can use to clear this negative energy: meditation. Meditation is a practice that allows us to quiet our minds and find peace within ourselves. It's like a gentle breeze that sweeps away the clutter in our thoughts, leaving us refreshed and renewed. When we meditate, we create a space to observe our feelings without judgment. This practice helps us recognize negative thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, and not the reality of who we are. Imagine sitting quietly for a few minutes each day, focusing on your breath. As you inhale, think of bringing in light and positivity. As you exhale, visualize releasing the dark clouds of negativity and stress. This simple act can create a profound shift in your energy. Buddhism teaches us that our minds are like gardens. If we nurture them with positive thoughts and mindfulness, we can cultivate a beautiful landscape of peace and joy. However, if we allow negative thoughts to take root, they can grow like weeds, choking out the good. Through meditation, we can uproot these weeds before they take hold. In addition to clearing negative energy, meditation helps us develop compassion. When we take time to sit in silence, we can connect with our inner selves and recognize the struggles we face. This awareness allows us to extend kindness not only to ourselves but also to others. As we meditate, we begin to see that everyone has their battles, and this understanding can soften our hearts and help us let go of anger and resentment. You may wonder, how do I get started with meditation? It's simpler than you might think. Find a comfortable spot where you won't be disturbed. Sit down or lie back, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath without frustration. Remember, meditation is a practice, and it's okay if it takes time to feel comfortable. You can also try guided meditations. There are many resources available, such as apps or videos, that can lead you through the process. These can be especially helpful if you're just starting out. They often include calming music or a soft voice that encourages you to relax and release your worries. Another powerful technique is loving kindness meditation. This practice focuses on sending goodwill and compassion to yourself and others. Start by finding a comfortable position, then silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be safe." After a few minutes, expand this wish to include loved ones, acquaintances, and even those you may struggle with. This practice helps cultivate positive energy and can shift your perspective towards others, allowing you to release negative feelings. As you continue to meditate, you may notice a change in how you respond to negativity in your life. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, you might find yourself responding with understanding and patience. This shift is a testament to the power of meditation and its ability to cleanse your mind and spirit. In moments of stress, remember that you have the power to pause and meditate. Even a few minutes can create a significant impact on your mental state. You may find that, over time, meditation not only helps clear negative vibes, but also enhances your overall sense of well-being. Meditation can also enhance your intuition. As you quiet the noise around you, you may begin to hear your inner voice more clearly. This voice can guide you in making decisions that align with your true self, helping you move away from negativity and towards positivity. When negative energy does arise, it's important to have tools to cope with it. Meditation can help you develop resilience. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you strengthen your ability to remain calm amidst the storms of life. This resilience acts as a shield, protecting you from being overwhelmed by negative energy. The beauty of meditation is that it's accessible to everyone. You don't need special equipment or a specific location. All you need is a few minutes of your time and a willingness to connect with your inner self. As you cultivate this practice, you may find that it becomes a cherished part of your daily routine, a moment of peace amidst the chaos. In summary, meditation is a vital tool in clearing negative vibes from your life. It helps you recognize and let go of unwanted thoughts, cultivates compassion, enhances resilience, and allows you to connect with your inner voice. By incorporating meditation into your daily life, you can create a sanctuary of peace within yourself. So take a moment today to sit in silence, breathe deeply, and embrace the transformative power of meditation, the healing power of gratitude in Buddhism. In our busy lives, it's easy to overlook the simple blessings that surround us. We often get caught up in our worries, fears, and what we lack. But what if we took a moment each day to appreciate what we have? Gratitude is a powerful tool, and in Buddhism, it's a path to healing and peace. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is wrong to what is right in our lives. Imagine waking up each morning and acknowledging the sunlight streaming through your window or the fresh air filling your lungs. Each of these moments is a gift. When we practice gratitude, we invite more positivity into our lives and can even transform our mindset. Buddhism teaches us that everything is interconnected. Just as a tree provides shade and shelter to the creatures around it, our actions and thoughts influence the world. When we express gratitude, we not only uplift ourselves but also inspire those around us. It creates a ripple effect of kindness and appreciation. One simple practice is to keep a gratitude journal. Every evening, write down 3 things you are thankful for. They can be as small as a warm cup of tea or as significant as the love of a friend. This practice encourages you to look for the good in your life, even on challenging days. Over time, you'll notice that your perspective shifts. You'll start to see life through a lens of appreciation rather than scarcity. In Buddhism, we often talk about the importance of mindfulness. Being present and aware can deepen our sense of gratitude. When we fully engage with our experiences, we realize how much beauty and joy exist in each moment. Whether it's the sound of birds singing or the taste of your favorite food, mindfulness allows us to savor life. Another aspect of gratitude in Buddhism is recognizing the role of suffering. Life inevitably brings challenges, but these struggles can lead us to greater awareness. Instead of resisting pain, we can embrace it and learn from it. Each difficulty offers a lesson. When we express gratitude for these lessons, we shift our mindset from victimhood to empowerment. We become active participants in our healing journey. It's also important to express gratitude towards others. Simple words of thanks can brighten someone's day and foster deeper connections. In a world where we often focus on our problems, taking a moment to acknowledge the support we receive can strengthen our relationships. This not only benefits us, but also creates a sense of community and support around us. In Buddhism, we have a practice called metta, or loving-kindness meditation. This involves wishing well for ourselves and others. Gratitude is a natural extension of this practice. When we recognize the kindness we've received, we can genuinely wish for the happiness of others. This creates a sense of unity and compassion within our hearts. As we cultivate gratitude, we also learn to let go of negativity. Holding on to grudges or resentment can weigh us down. By focusing on what we are thankful for, we can release these burdens. It's like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. When we start to remove those rocks, we feel lighter and more free. Gratitude can also enhance our overall well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude report higher levels of happiness and lower levels of depression. In Buddhism, we understand that our mental state significantly impacts our physical health. By fostering a grateful mindset, we can improve our health and vitality. So, how can you start incorporating gratitude into your life today? Begin with small steps. Notice the beauty in your surroundings, appreciate the kindness of others, and reflect on your blessings. Make it a habit to express gratitude verbally or in writing. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's a practice that can transform your life. As you embark on this journey, remember that it's a process. There will be days when gratitude feels difficult, especially during tough times. That's okay. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, but also make space for gratitude. In Buddhism, we believe in the power of intention. Set an intention to cultivate gratitude in your life. This intention will guide you through the ups and downs. When challenges arise, remind yourself of the good things that exist alongside the struggles. This balance is essential for inner peace. As we conclude this exploration of gratitude, reflect on its profound impact on your life. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of appreciation, ready to face whatever comes your way. This mindset can shift your perspective and invite healing into your life. Gratitude is more than just a practice, it's a way of being. Embrace it and watch as your life transforms, breaking free from toxic relationships. In our lives, we often encounter different kinds of relationships. Some uplift us and inspire us to grow, while others drain our energy and bring negativity. Understanding how to identify and break free from toxic relationships is essential for our well-being and spiritual growth. Recognizing toxic relationships. A toxic relationship is one where the interaction consistently brings you down rather than lifts you up. These relationships can manifest in various forms, such as friendships, family ties, or even romantic partnerships. The first step to breaking free is recognizing the signs of toxicity. Do you often feel anxious or exhausted after being with a particular person? Do they criticize you more than they support you? If you find yourself feeling more stressed than happy around someone, it might be time to reevaluate that relationship. In Buddhism, there's a strong emphasis on surrounding oneself with positive influences. The Buddha taught that we become like the company we keep. If we are around people who constantly spread negativity, we may unknowingly adopt those same patterns. It's important to assess whether your relationships are nurturing your spirit or dragging you down. The impact of toxic relationships on your energy. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, leaving you feeling empty and lost. When someone constantly criticizes, belittles, or manipulates you, it creates a heavy burden on your heart and mind. This burden can lead to feelings of low self-worth and anxiety. Over time, the emotional weight can become too much to bear. In the teachings of Buddhism, we learn about the concept of dukkha, often translated as suffering or dissatisfaction. Staying in toxic relationships is a significant source of dukkha. It prevents us from experiencing joy and peace in our lives. Instead of growing, we may find ourselves stuck in negative cycles, repeating the same patterns of pain and distress. Setting boundaries. Once you recognize a toxic relationship, it's crucial to establish healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is not about shutting people out. It's about protecting your well-being. This can mean limiting your time with certain individuals or clearly communicating what behaviors you will not tolerate. For example, if a friend often puts you down or makes you feel guilty, you might say, "I value our friendship, but I need to talk about how your words affect me. I can't continue feeling this way." Clear communication is vital. It helps the other person understand how their actions impact you and allows them a chance to change. However, not everyone will be receptive to change. Some people may not even recognize that their behavior is toxic. In such cases, it may be necessary to distance yourself, even if it's difficult. Remember, your peace of mind should always come first. Letting go of guilt. Breaking free from toxic relationships can bring about feelings of guilt. You may wonder if you are abandoning someone who needs you. It's essential to remember that prioritizing your well-being is not selfish, it's necessary. Sometimes, people hold on to toxic relationships out of fear. Fear of being alone or fear of hurting someone else. But staying in a harmful situation ultimately hurts both parties. Buddhism teaches us about the importance of compassion, both for ourselves and for others. By letting go of toxic relationships, we allow space for healthier connections to flourish. It's okay to love someone from a distance if that's what's needed for your own healing. Embracing new connections. Once you've removed toxic influences from your life, you can begin to embrace new, healthier connections. Surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting individuals can lead to a more joyful existence. Seek out friends who share your values, interests, and goals. These relationships will encourage your growth and support your journey toward inner peace. Look for communities that resonate with your spirit, such as mindfulness groups or spiritual circles. Engaging with like-minded individuals will not only enrich your life, but also remind you of your worth. You deserve to be surrounded by those who uplift and inspire you. Practicing forgiveness. Letting go of toxic relationships can also require a practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning someone's harmful actions, but about freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. Holding on to grudges only perpetuates negative energy in your life. In Buddhist teachings, forgiveness is a vital practice. It allows us to release our attachment to pain and opens our hearts to love and compassion. When you forgive someone, you free yourself from their grasp. This act of kindness is not just for them. It is for you. It allows you to move forward without carrying the heavy weight of bitterness. Finding strength in solitude. As you break free from toxic relationships, you might find yourself spending more time alone. Embrace this solitude as a time for self-reflection and healing. In silence, you can discover who you truly are, what you want, and what brings you joy. Solitude can be a powerful teacher, helping you reconnect with your inner self and understand your needs better. Meditation is a wonderful tool to utilize during this time. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can lead to greater clarity and understanding about the relationships in your life and help you identify what you truly desire. Continuing your journey of growth. Breaking free from toxic relationships is a crucial step in your journey towards self-discovery and healing. Remember that this process takes time and courage. There may be moments of doubt or temptation to return to familiar patterns, but stay committed to your path of positivity. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is a gradual process. Just as a lotus blooms in muddy waters, you too can rise above negativity and thrive in a nurturing environment. Embrace the changes you are making in your life and celebrate your growth. Through awareness, boundary setting, and self-compassion, you can create a life filled with love, joy, and positive energy. Breaking free from toxic relationships is not just about leaving behind the negative. It's about stepping into a brighter, more authentic version of yourself. Embracing the law of karma to release negativity. In the journey of life, we often encounter various experiences that shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. One fundamental concept in Buddhism that can help us release negativity is the law of karma. Karma teaches us that our actions, whether good or bad, have consequences. This idea encourages us to reflect on how our thoughts, words, and deeds affect not only ourselves but also those around us. To embrace the law of karma, we must first understand what it means. Simply put, every action we take creates a ripple effect. If we act with kindness and compassion, we invite positive energy into our lives. Conversely, if we harbor negativity or engage in harmful actions, we may attract negative experiences. Recognizing this connection can empower us to make more conscious choices. When we feel overwhelmed by bad energy, it's often because we have accumulated negative actions or thoughts. Reflecting on our past can be challenging, but it is an essential step toward healing. Take a moment to think about the relationships you have nurtured. Are they based on love and understanding, or do they leave you feeling drained? Consider how you interact with others. Are your words filled with kindness, or do they sometimes carry bitterness? This reflection helps us identify the areas in our lives that may need adjustment. Let's explore how we can use the law of karma to cleanse ourselves of negativity. Begin by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to be present in the moment and observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you notice negative emotions arising, take a deep breath and acknowledge them. Instead of pushing them away, welcome them as an opportunity to learn. Ask yourself, what triggered this feeling? How can I respond in a more positive way? Next, cultivate compassion towards yourself and others. Understanding that we all make mistakes can help us release feelings of guilt or resentment. When someone wrongs us, it's easy to hold on to anger. However, remember that holding on to negativity only harms ourselves. Instead, practice forgiveness. This doesn't mean condoning harmful actions, but rather letting go of the weight that they place on our hearts. When we forgive, we create space for healing and growth. Additionally, consider your intentions behind your actions. Are they rooted in love and compassion, or do they stem from fear and insecurity? By aligning our actions with positive intentions, we create a foundation for good karma. For instance, when you help someone in need, do it from a place of genuine care rather than seeking recognition. This subtle shift in intention can significantly impact the energy we attract. Another powerful way to embrace the law of karma is to engage in acts of kindness. Small gestures can create a wave of positivity in your life. Simple actions, like holding the door open for someone or offering a smile, can uplift both you and others. When we spread positivity, we create an environment that nurtures good karma. To further strengthen your connection to positive energy, establish a daily practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you appreciate, no matter how small. This practice helps us recognize the abundance in our lives and encourages a positive mindset. The more we express gratitude, the more positive energy we attract. It's also essential to surround ourselves with uplifting people. Relationships play a significant role in our lives. If you find yourself surrounded by negativity, it can be challenging to maintain a positive outlook. Seek out friends and mentors who inspire you and share your values. Their positive energy can uplift you and help you stay focused on your journey. When we encounter negative experiences, it's crucial to respond mindfully. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause. Reflect on how your response aligns with your values and intentions. This practice allows you to choose a path that fosters good karma rather than perpetuating negativity. Lastly, let's not forget the power of meditation. Meditation is a profound tool for connecting with ourselves and the universe. It helps quiet the mind and allows us to gain clarity about our actions and intentions. During meditation, visualize the energy you wish to attract. Imagine it surrounding you, filling you with warmth and light. This visualization can help manifest positive experiences in your life. In conclusion, embracing the law of karma is a powerful way to release negativity and cultivate a more positive existence. By understanding the impact of our actions, practicing mindfulness, and nurturing compassion, we can transform our lives. Remember, every small step counts. As you navigate your journey, may you continue to reflect on your actions and choose a path that leads to peace and positivity. The journey to releasing bad energy is not always easy, but it is a beautiful and rewarding process that can lead to profound personal growth. The healing power of gratitude in Buddhism. Gratitude is one of the simplest, yet most powerful tools for transforming our lives. Many of us go through life seeking happiness, peace, and fulfillment, but often we overlook the very thing that could bring us closer to that goal, gratitude. Today, I want to talk to you about how practicing gratitude can help you heal, grow, and create a more positive, joyful life. You might wonder, how can something as simple as gratitude have such a profound effect on our lives? It seems like such a small thing, doesn't it? But that's the beauty of it. What seems small can be incredibly transformative. Gratitude helps us shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we invite more positivity in, and slowly, the negative energy begins to lose its hold. In Buddhism, gratitude is more than just a practice. It's a way of being. It teaches us to appreciate the present moment, the people we encounter, and the lessons we learn along the way. It reminds us to honor everything, from the simplest meal to the most complex challenges, because they all play a part in our journey. Gratitude is not just for the good times, it's for the difficult moments too. In fact, those tough times are where gratitude can have the biggest impact. Think about this. When you're going through a rough patch, it's easy to feel like everything is against you. Maybe you've had a disagreement with a loved one, or work is stressful, or you're just feeling stuck in life. These moments can be overwhelming, and it's natural to feel frustrated or discouraged. But if you pause for a moment and shift your perspective to what you can be grateful for, everything changes. Even in the midst of difficulty, there is always something to appreciate. It could be something as simple as the roof over your head, the meal on your table, or the support of a friend. When you focus on these things, your mind starts to calm, and the negative energy begins to fade. Gratitude also has the power to heal relationships. When we are grateful for the people in our lives, we naturally treat them with more kindness, respect, and compassion. Instead of focusing on their flaws or mistakes, we see the good in them. This shift in perception can transform even the most strained relationships. It doesn't mean we ignore problems or pretend everything is perfect, but it does mean that we approach these challenges with a more open heart. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is interconnectedness, the idea that all beings are connected. When we practice gratitude, we strengthen this connection. We begin to see that we are not separate from the world around us, but part of a greater whole. This understanding helps us cultivate compassion and empathy, not just for others, but for ourselves as well. Gratitude teaches us to be gentle with ourselves, to acknowledge our efforts, and to appreciate our own journey. Another important aspect of gratitude is that it helps us let go of attachment. In Buddhism, attachment is seen as one of the root causes of suffering. We often cling to people, possessions, and outcomes, believing that they will bring us happiness. But this clinging only leads to more pain. When we practice gratitude, we learn to appreciate things without becoming attached to them. We can enjoy a beautiful moment without the need to hold onto it or control it. We understand that life is impermanent, and this realization allows us to live more fully in the present. Gratitude also opens the door to mindfulness. When we are grateful, we are fully present in the moment, appreciating it for what it is. We're not lost in thoughts of the past or worries about the future. Instead, we are here, now, fully engaged in the beauty of life. This mindfulness brings a deep sense of peace and contentment because we realize that we don't need anything more than what we have right now to be happy. Practicing gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are thankful for. You can write it down in a journal, share it with a friend, or simply hold it in your heart. Over time, this practice will become second nature, and you'll find that you begin to see the world through a lens of gratitude. This shift in perspective is incredibly healing. It changes the way you experience life, making you more resilient in the face of challenges and more joyful in the moments of calm. In Buddhist practice, there's a beautiful tradition of expressing gratitude for the things we often take for granted. Monks and practitioners offer thanks for their food, their robes, their shelter, and their community. They express gratitude for the teachings they receive, the challenges they face, and even the mistakes they make, because all of these things contribute to their growth. This deep, conscious gratitude is not reserved for special occasions. It is woven into the fabric of daily life. As you begin to incorporate gratitude into your life, you may notice that your relationships improve, your stress levels decrease, and your overall sense of well-being grows. This isn't magic. It's simply the natural result of shifting your focus. When we stop fixating on what's wrong and start appreciating what's right, our energy changes. We become more open, more compassionate, and more at peace. Gratitude also teaches us to be content with what we have. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need more. More success, more possessions, more achievements. But Buddhism teaches us that true happiness comes from within, not from external things. When we practice gratitude, we realize that we already have enough. We don't need to chase after more to feel fulfilled. This realization brings a deep sense of contentment and frees us from the endless cycle of wanting and striving. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative energy. When you focus on the good in your life, it becomes easier to let go of anger, resentment, and frustration. These negative emotions lose their power when faced with the light of gratitude. And as you continue to practice gratitude, you'll find that you naturally attract more positivity into your life. People will be drawn to your positive energy, and you'll begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. So, take a moment right now to reflect on what you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, or the kindness of a stranger. Let this gratitude fill your heart and remind you that, no matter what challenges you face, there is always something to be thankful for. This simple practice has the power to transform your life and heal your heart, one grateful moment at a time. Final reflections: sustaining positivity and spiritual growth. You've made it to the final part of our journey together. You've been patient, and that patience has brought you here, where we talk about how to keep your life filled with positive energy, now that you've learned to remove the bad. But let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to let good habits slip away? Maybe you've experienced this. You start meditating, feeling calmer, feeling more at peace, but then something happens. Maybe work gets stressful, or life gets busy. Before you know it, you stop meditating, and that peace you had, it fades. Keeping good energy flowing in your life requires effort, but it's not impossible. You've already taken the first steps by learning how to remove negativity. Now it's about sustaining that. Life is constantly changing, just like the waves of the ocean. And with these changes come challenges. There will be moments when negative energy tries to find its way back into your life. The key is to be aware of it before it settles in. So how do we keep the positive energy alive and continue our spiritual growth? In Buddhism, we learn that it's about practice. Every day, every moment, is an opportunity to practice the lessons we've learned. When you wake up in the morning, take a moment to center yourself. Focus on your breath. Be mindful of how you feel. Is there any tension in your body? Any lingering negative thoughts? If there are, don't fight them. Simply acknowledge them and let them pass, like clouds in the sky. Remember, the energy you carry is not just about your thoughts, it's also about your actions. Have you ever noticed that when you do something kind for someone, even something small, you feel a little lighter? That's because positive actions create positive energy. In Buddhism, we call this karma. The more good you put out into the world, the more good comes back to you. So make it a habit to practice kindness. Whether that's smiling at a stranger, helping a friend, or even just speaking kindly to yourself. Another important part of sustaining positivity is keeping your environment clean, both physically and mentally. Just as you wouldn't want to live in a cluttered, dirty room, you don't want your mind to be cluttered with negativity. Take time each day to clear your space. This could mean tidying up your home, but it also means clearing your mind through meditation. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness can make a big difference. As we've learned in earlier parts of this journey, the people you surround yourself with also have a big impact on your energy. Are the people in your life supportive and positive, or do they drain you? It's not always easy to distance yourself from negative people, but it's important to remember that your well-being comes first. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, not bring you down. Buddhism also teaches us the importance of gratitude. When was the last time you took a moment to be truly grateful for what you have? It's easy to get caught up in what we don't have, what's going wrong, or what we wish was different. But when we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our energy. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to keep negativity at bay. Each day, try to think of at least one thing you're thankful for. It could be something big, like your family, or something small, like a warm cup of tea in the morning. The size doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling of appreciation. That feeling will bring more positivity into your life. Now, as we come to the close of this journey, let's talk about your spiritual growth. Removing bad energy and sustaining positivity is not just about feeling good. It's about growing. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every negative thought or emotion is a chance to practice mindfulness. Every difficult person is a reminder to practice compassion. This is the essence of spiritual growth in Buddhism, turning every experience, whether good or bad, into an opportunity to grow. It's important to remember that this journey doesn't end here. Spiritual growth is a lifelong process. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed, when negativity creeps back in, and when you feel like giving up. But on those days, remember this: you've already come so far. You've learned how to recognize negativity, how to remove it, and how to replace it with positive energy. You have the tools. All you have to do is keep using them. If you ever feel lost, come back to the basics. Start with your breath. Focus on the present moment. Be kind to yourself and others. These simple practices will guide you through even the toughest times. And always remember, you're not alone. There are countless others on this journey with you, seeking peace and positivity, just like you. As we wrap up, I want to thank you for being part of this journey. It's not always easy to face the negativity in our lives, but you've done it with grace and courage. Now, it's up to you to take what you've learned and continue growing. Your path to positivity and spiritual growth is just beginning. Before we end, let me ask for your help. There are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% subscribe. If you found value in what we've shared, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing you content that can uplift and inspire. Let's spread this positivity together. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May your life be filled with peace, positivity, and endless spiritual growth.